Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll tell you the story of the Lion of Mewar, Rana Pratap's stand. A story of honor against all odds. Long ago in the 16th century, the kingdom of Mewar in Rajasthan was ruled by a fearless and proud Rajput king, Maharana Pratap Singh. Known for his unyielding courage, he became the symbol of resistance against the mighty Mughal Empire led by Emperor Akbar. Akbar had already conquered most of India. One by one, Rajput kings accepted his dominance, some out of fear, others out of diplomacy. But not Rana Pratap. He refused to bow, even when offered peace, riches, and high ranks in the Mughal court. A Rajput's head bows only before God, he declared, not before a mortal emperor. Akbar, angered by Pratap's defiance, sent his powerful general, Man Singh of Amber, with a massive army. Their goal: force Rana Pratap to submit or destroy him. Pratap's army was much smaller, a few thousand brave warriors, loyal to death. Among them was his legendary horse, Chetak, swift as lightning and faithful beyond measure. On the morning of June 18, 1576, the two armies faced off in the Battle of Haldighati, a narrow mountain pass stained forever with the blood of warriors. The Mughal charged with elephants and artillery. The Rajputs, outnumbered and outgunned, fought like lions. Rana Pratap, wearing green armor and riding Chetak, fought at the front. He saw Man Singh atop a war elephant. With a roar, Pratap spurred Chetak forward. The loyal horse galloped at full speed and leapt onto the elephant's trunk, a feat so daring that even enemies gasped. With his spear, Pratap struck Man Singh's howdah, the seat atop the elephant. Man Singh barely escaped, but the blow broke a tusk of the elephant. The Mughal army was stunned. Never had they seen such bravery. In the chaos, Chetak was wounded, his legs slashed by the enemy's sword. Still, he galloped, carrying his master out of the battlefield. Bleeding and limping, Chetak leapt across a stream and brought Rana Pratap to safety. Only then did the brave horse collapse and breathe his last. Rana Pratap knelt beside him and tears in his eyes. "You gave me your last breath and saved mine." Even today, a memorial stands at the very spot, Chetak Samadhi, in honor of the horse who gave his life for his king. Though the battle was lost, Rana Pratap was not. He refused to surrender. With his family and loyal warriors, he retreated into the forest and mountains of Mewar. He lived in caves, ate wild berries, and wore bark as clothing. His queen and children endured the same hardship, all to preserve Rajput pride and independence. Once, when his daughter cried from hunger, a courtier suggested surrendering to Akbar. Rana Pratap replied, "Better to eat dry bread in freedom than dine in gold plates as slaves." Years passed. Akbar sent peace offers again, all rejected. But slowly, with the help of his loyal ministers, Bahman Shah, who donated his entire wealth to fund the army, Rana Pratap began reclaiming Mewar. He won back most of his forts and kept the Mughal forces at bay until his last breath. When he died in 1597, he had never bowed, never signed a treaty, and never lost his people's respect. Centuries later, Maharana Pratap remains a hero in Indian history, a symbol of honor over compromise, courage in the face of defeat, sacrifice for one's land and people. His story reminds us that true kingship lies not in a throne, but in strength to stand alone when others fall. So the moral of the story is that courage is not the absence of fear. It's standing your ground when every force tries to make you kneel. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new upload. We'd also love to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let us know what part of the story spoke to you the most. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one with another twist, another tale, and another truth. Bye bye, see you very soon.